Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. Look who's back, Cris Cyborg. Cris, how are you this afternoon?
I'm great. Excited to come on back. I miss being here with you, James.
Yes, I missed you too. It was great. And shout out to all the fighters who filled in while you were away. Before we talk about all the traveling you were up to, I wanted to start first. You're doing another PinkBelt fitness class July 30th, which is a women's only program. Tell me a bit more about that and how people can register.
No, this is going to be first, size COVID, what that happened. And I'm very excited. Take a little bit while to come on back. But, it's one day to have a fun. We're going to train. It's not just about fighting. We learn a lot of new things. The last time we did massage, we did the first idea, how do you learn to something happen with somebody for help. Like we learned something about makeup. It's really good for the girls to get it together, and know more each other and be friends, make a friendship too.
Yes, it's a really awesome program from some of the people I've spoken to. And you can register for that at CrisCyborg.com. I think it's $300. And you have to register a team before July 18th, correct?
You have to be under July, before the 18th. It's going to be the $300. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. All day you're going to be with me training and learn. And they're going to make any question you'd like to, see me in person and meet me. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun time together.
And you got a lot going on just aside from this. You're doing the Grappling Championship, Empowered Grappling Championship, which is a women's only grappling tournament, which I think is really awesome. Tell me a bit more about this and where people can find information on that.
You can go to my website, CrisCyborg.com. But for me, it's amazing because we need more event for us, only for us. And this is going to be a special one. And you're going to have NOgi and gi, and then you're going to be in Huntington Beach, Orange County. And the place is very nice. Have a lot of activities you can do over there. You can bring your whole family, have a bowling, have some games. I think it's going to be fun. So if you're going to sign up and be with us, it's going to be amazing. I just saw the medals. The medals are going to be beautiful too. So we're going to be excited. The perfect time for the family and the girls.
We haven't seen you in a couple of weeks because you were in Brazil. I heard you got to meet the president. How cool was that?
It was an amazing time in Brazil. We did one Cyber Nation Muay Thai. I think you guys maybe watch our live. It was an amazing event. A lot of elbows, a lot of knees. It was a very exciting fight. And I have the opportunity to have in Brazil, like we're going to be over 20 years then doing. It's like walking for Jesus. La Marcha, people get into the streets and then praise, worship for God. And then a lot of people getting together. And after the COVID, this is the first time I do in my city in Curitiba. I have over 3,000 people on the street. And that was special for me because I have the opportunity to meet Bolsonario, as the current president of Brazil. And it was amazing too because I have the opportunity to be in the truck, a big truck with him and everybody sing. And for me it was special because I passed a lot of streets when I was a teenager. I ride my bike and I don't have anything. I just have one dream in my heart, one dream. So I passed a lot of streets, in my city, and they make me remember and remind me a lot of things when I come in when I'm a teenager. I would like to be the best fighter in the world. I'd like to be a fighter. I'd like to live my life and be in the sport. Doesn't matter what sport I was doing. I just have a dream, and so it was really special for me. Really special for sure.
That's awesome. Glad it all worked out. It's always good going back home and seeing where you grew up and everything, which is really awesome. Okay, we got to talk some fights here. We just had UFC 275 this past weekend. What a main event that was! Jiri Prochazka submitting Glover Texiera in the last round to win the title. What did you think of that fight? That was pretty incredible.
It was the last 30 seconds. If he finishes Glover have like 30 seconds before he continues the champion. It was a great fight. I hope maybe they have the rematch. But it was a very exciting fight.
Yeah, I think also just the way Jiri did it to submit Glover, like you thought maybe if he won it would be a knockout, but really interesting there. Just quickly, I don't know if you saw the co-main event, Valentina Shevchenko defeating Taila Santos. Really close fight, something we haven't seen with Valentina lately. Santos had a lot of success. What did you make of that fight?
No, it was a great fight, but we hear too Valentina have an injury too. She came to the fight, but it was a great fight. The headbutt, I think the headbutt. I know the corner say continue the fight, but I believe the headbutt maybe supposed to stop the fight. After you see Taylor say I cannot see. But it was great fight. She showed she's gonna be ready for the next opportunity. Congratulations Valentina. Even since she's 100% she step up for fight. It was a great fight.
It was, and that wasn't the only good fight. We also had another awesome fight, the rematch, Weili Zhang, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Weili Zhang getting that spinning elbow. I don't think anyone predicted that, especially with their first fight going 5 rounds. What was your reaction first to the elbow and her knocking out Joanna Jedrzejczyk?
I'm a big fan of Joanna, because I like her fights, very excited, much respect for, for the opponent too. So, but I was thinking the fight wasn't going to be so quick, but happened, and then I'm not surprised Joanna should retire after that, because she's having over the 100 fights. She's already have her legacy established. She's did everything for 115 pounds on UFC. And I just upset a little bit. She stopped after I finished this loss. So but I wish the best for her for a new chapter in her life.
Yes, and I saw you posted that photo of you and Joanna Jedrzejczyk from a few years back. What do you remember about meeting Joanna Jedrzejczyk? Because I know that was a few years ago.
When I was fighting in Invicta, everybody said, "Oh, Cris, you guys party drunk?" I said, "No, keep party drunk. We make weight, you make weight after, before the fight." And it's nice to see, she's, have a lot of fights. There's a lot of fights. You did a lot for the sport, and there was great times together.
We got to turn over to boxing for a second. There's always boxing news with you, Cris. It seems Eddie Hearn just came out and said that Amanda Serrano not interested in fighting Katie Taylor in Ireland. Would you be willing to step in there and fight her?
I like challenge. I can fight. Katie Taylor, if but it's gonna have to be like Mayweather and McGregor. They're gonna have a little bit weight, little bit pounds, to give up a little bit pounds for can make the fight happen. Mm-hmm. But Katie have over 100 amateur fights. She's undefeated pro. She's gold medal in the boxing. She can give you maybe little pounds for me, for can make the fight even for the fans. I don't know. But I think it'll be a great fight. I love challenge. I know it's not going to be easy. I think it's going to be challenge for my career. But I love to be in uncomfortable place, because it make me grow like athlete, grow like person, and I think it's going to be a great fight. I can fight Ireland. If for her, it's going to be honor. Much respect for the Katie.
And of course, Bellator 282 is next Friday, June 24th. Zingano, who I think a lot of us expected you to fight next, is fighting the former Invicta champion Pam Sorenson at featherweight. Who do you see winning that fight, and is it possible the winner will fight you?
I'm gonna be in person the fight. I'm gonna watch a live. Who's gonna win? Pam Sorenson. I don't think people give it so much credit for her, but she's a tough fighter. She's always the Invicta champion. So, and I believe, her Zingano wrestler is going to be a little bit too much for her. I believe, but I want to see close. The fight is going to be great fight between them, and I'm excited to see in person. And let's see. We don't know who's going to be next, but I was ready and continue training and wait.
Kayla Harrison, another name that gets brought up on here every now and then. She's going to be fighting a former opponent of yours in Julia Budd, the former featherweight champion before you. They're squaring off on July 1st. How do you think that fight plays out? Because it's the most experienced opponent I think Kayla's fought so far.
Julia Budd is a big girl, but she's literally hesitated. I think she's go for it more. Like, I think, it's a big, great fight too. But I believe Kayla is going to maybe take her down and work her ground and pound. I believe Kayla Harrison get this fight. Mm-hmm. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna be person watching. I don't know. Let's see. I have a busy schedule now, but it's a great time to watch all the fights.
And of course, Kayla's manager, who's very active on social media, saying there wouldn't be any interest in a fight between the two of you, Kayla Harrison and yourself. What did you make of that comment?
I saw his interview. If his own manager say like after she's getting 2 gold medal. And then judo, after getting win two tournaments PFL, and he say he's not gonna believe he's gonna sell in pay-per-view. It's no great fight for the people watch. Let's see her first, pay-per-view, how she can do without me, and after you can talk about the big fight and the supposed fight. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of interest in that fight. Hopefully it does end up happening someday. Okay, we're going to combine sort of the end of the show. We don't normally do this, but we do our Portuguese saying of the week, but I'm usually the one who ends the show by saying, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So how do we do that in Portuguese? So how do you say like and subscribe to my YouTube channel?
Curte e se inscreva no meu canal.
Okay, that's a tough one. Okay, so let's go word by word. So we'll start first with, so go ahead.
Curte. Isso. Se inscreva.
Se inscreva.
Isso. Em meu.
Em meu.
Canal.
Canal.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, good. And now I just got to splice that together and it'll make sense, because I don't know if I can repeat all that. It's pretty tough to say. Usually I don't get stumped here, Cris, but I think you got me stumped here today. So
curte, se inscreva em meu canal. It'll be good.
there we go. Listen to what Cris says. I'll say it in English. Like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting content on here every single week. We do our show every Tuesday. And even when Cris isn't here, we got your favorite Bellator stars coming in here and co-hosting the show with me. Is there anything else you want to plug, Cris? We got the premium service, right? CrisCyborg.com. For less than a cup of coffee, you can sign up and get exclusive content on Chris's website. You've got the Q&As, you've got the instructional videos, and you can pay with Bitcoin, right? Anything else you want to mention?
So I just say thank you, for everyone. The fighters came here, did the interview, be part of our show. And remind everyone, this is going to be a good month. We're going to have the pink belt. We're going to have the grappling tournaments. So check it out. It's going to be fun. And just say thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support. And I'm very excited for the next journey, next for me. And I hope you guys continue following. See you guys soon, next week.